Land down under skies so wide, England's pride and Irish tides. True friends we are no matter space, heart to heart in digital pace. Screens may stand but spirits close, united bonds everyone knows. Virtual hugs so real they feel, togetherness is our ideal. Love across the aisles we share, in the ether here and there. Click of a button, worlds apart, yet we hold you in our hearts. Messages in a bottle sent over waves of internet. Friendship tied with unseen thread in our hearts. These words are spread. England's rain and Ireland's green, in our screens a glowing scene. We laugh, we cry, we never part. Fingers tap, but it's our heart. Love across the aisles we share, in the ether here and there. Click of a button, worlds apart, yet we hold you in our hearts. Hold you in our hearts.
Hello, guys, and welcome to a new edition of Eddie Gannon. Oh no, I'm Eddie Gannon. So, how are we all doing? I hope we're all doing well after the laboratory during the week. Hello to my American friends as well. Happy Independence Day. Good evening, Lee. Good to see you. Yeah, not too bad. How are you, pal? Illuminate. This is an after Bradley live panel. He's just wrapping up over there. But yeah. I just said I'd fired up a live myself and get the hair. Ah, that's good. Good. Yeah, I've been watching a couple of documentaries. I've really enjoyed them actually. The Shark Whisperer. Um, yeah, the Shark Whisperer. I've really enjoyed it. Ocean Ramsey from Oahu, Hawaii. She actually swims with sharks. So yeah, I'll do a tune. Sorry guys, I'm getting at the worst possible time. I'm getting messaged. Right. It's another tequila sunrise, staring slowly across the sky. Say goodbye. He was just a hired hand, working on the dreams he had planned to try. The days gone by, every night when the sun goes down, just another lonely boy in town, and she's running around. She wasn't just another woman that I couldn't keep from coming on. It's been so long. Oh, it's a hollow feeling when it comes down needing friends. Never end. You just getting It's another tequila sunrise. It's over, still looks the same. Another frame. What do you know? What do you say, guys? What's going down? Hopefully we get a few guests coming in. You come home late, you come home early. Come on big when you're feeling small. Come home straight, you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you come down? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. I got a heart that burns with a fever. I've got a worried and jealous mind. How can the love that last forever? It lives so far behind. What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. It's a mighty mean and dreadful sorrow. It's crossed the even line today. How can you ask about tomorrow? You ain't got one word to say. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. Got to run off, Eddie. I'll try to get back on now. Yeah, no worries, Lee. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. As you know, I just kicked it off, so just to see who's around. I know that there's a few people doing their shows this evening. What was the Starship Enterprise waiting to beam me up, Spotty? I wonder. Yeah, it looks like a low turnout. Is there nobody around? Wow. Every morning you meet me, small and white, sweet and bright. You look happy to meet me, blossom of snow. May you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you meet me, small and white. happy to meet me. Blossom of snow may bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Nobody. No, I would do it. Fucking. Right. Hey, Silver Girl. Nobody's around. Yeah, I had to share it out to everybody. Nobody's around. Let me share it to one more person. Where the fuck are you at? Are we still? We're celebrating me being on. I'm playing the guitar, etc., etc. I just done a couple of songs and I was getting bored, so I just said, right, I'm gonna share this out. There's no one on my channel at all. So, you know. So like, subscribe and share, guys. If you're in on my live, share it out because there's nobody coming in. Nobody loves me. Right, this is a new song anyway. See that girl over there? Everyone thinks she's hot. And after the feud, you're thinking you got a shot. But maybe you do, and maybe you don't. And if you strike out their horse, stop telling yourself it's her loss. That's just drinking, thinking like girl logic in a can. Your brain cells party and your body believes you're Superman. That's just drinking, thinking. And here's where the trouble starts. The more you drink, the better you think you are. From the stage and there's lights, I see the stuff every night. A guy in a tie will challenge a biker to fight. or the karaoke king who gets up to sing, and Odeon hears the applause and believes he can quit his day job. Well, that's just drinking, thinking, liquor, logic's in a can. Your brain cells part out, and your body believes you're a Superman. That's just drinking, thinking, and here's where the trouble starts. The more you drink, the better you think you are. Well, that's just drinking, thinking, liquor, logic's in a can. Your brain cells party, and your body believes you're Superman. That's just thinking, thinking, and here's where the trouble starts. The more you drink, the better your drink you are. Oh, the bigger and better, smarter and better. Who do you think you are? Better start drinking a cup of coffee there, son. Anyway, something like that. That's a fun one. Share this live to people. Expand it to the world, ladies and gentlemen. Let them know I'm on. Hi. How are you? What's the bleeding dirty with? Come to my life. What do you know? What do you say, Silver? What's going down? Good, good. I'm trying to catch a few. Trying to fucking catch a few out. I'm barely awake. Rough night. Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeah, if you want to come up, the link is at the top. I mean, it's only yourself anyway. There's quite a few people live at the moment. I know Charlie's live. Who else? Alright, let's do another song. Let's see. Can we get another one? I say I love you, boy. I know you lie. I treat you all the same. I don't know why. 'Cause when my back is turned, my bruises shine. A broken fairy tale, so hard to hide. I still believe you and me till the end of time. When we collide, we come together. If we don't belong apart, I'll take a bruise, I know you're worth it. When you hit me hard. Sitting on a wishing hole, hoping it stays right. Feet cast in solid stone, I got it in time. I still believe you me till the end of time. When we collide, we come together. If we don't, we'll only fall apart. I'll take your blues, I know you're worth it. When you hit me hard. 'Cause you said our love is letting us go. Guess what? Our future's for many of heart. Our future's for many of heart. I still believe you and me till the end of time. When we collide, we come together. If we don't, we'll only fall apart. I'll take a bruise, I know you're worth it. When you hit me hard. When we collide, we come together. you don't, we'll only fall apart. I'll take your bruise and know you're worth it. When you hit me hard. All right, here we go. And here we go. The great, the one, the only, ladies and gentlemen, the Kazman. Woohoo!
What's happening, bud?
What's happening?
Chilling like a villain, you know, cheating, robbing, rhyming, stealing.
How's you doing?
I'm so fucking bored, man.
Yeah, me too.
Right? Jesus.
I was just bored out of me tits I was.
I don't know, man. Ain't a whole lot going on nowhere. It's the 5th of July over here. Everybody's trying to get their fucking hangovers done, I guess. 6th of July, I guess.
Hey, George. Yeah, I'm doing good, George. How are you? But, yeah. How are you, man?
I'm decent. I'm decent. I mean, I could complain, but nobody wants to hear it.
We do. We do have time.
Fine, then. You want to fucking hear it? I'll tell you.
Hi.
So, I've been plotting to set up a public Minecraft server called Sasquatch Springs for a couple of months, right? Ever since I got my PS5, I've kind of had it percolating in the back of my head, and it's nothing that's going to be major, just something for people to go freaking do without me, you know. So I got the PS5, I got me a new account, I got everything set up, and between the point in time that I did all of that, and when I decided to pay for the server, I got signed out of my Microsoft account. And for some weird reason, when I tried to sign back in, it signed me into my PS4 Microsoft account and will not let me have my fucking account back. And so I'm kind of stuck on sitting here until I basically buckle down and call a freaking customer service rep to straighten that shit out. Because I don't know where it went wrong.
Yeah.
I haven't figured it out yet. So,
Well, I think we're yeah, it's kind of like the PS4 is kind of easier, like than the PS5, because with the PS5 you have to link it to either your OBS or your Twitch.
well, I use OBS. And
Yeah.
I don't use it through a direct link like that. I use it. I paid this like $190 for the screen capture doohickey with the high graphics. So, and this has been really cool. Although it hasn't really paid off because I haven't used it, but I can set up a watch party for anything on my Amazon, Netflix, anything at all. Whereas most people have issues with that because it kind of filters that stuff out. So you can't do that kind of thing. I can do all that. That makes a capture card worth it above doing all of the other stream tricks for games. But yeah, but I get a phone call a couple of days ago. Who was this? It was yesterday, I think. Actually, yesterday, I get a phone call yesterday afternoon. It's like, hey, I totaled my car. It's my oldest daughter. She's like, I totaled my car. Stepdad's going crazy. Can I stay with you for a couple of days? I was like, fucking sure, whatever. I went out there to go pick her up. Find out that my baby mama apparently left her husband 4 months ago or some shit, right? Like, I just found this out, had no clue. I'm like, okay, so why are y'all still here? Like, I don't understand. And nobody would really explain it to me. I assume she's on some kind of working drugs or something, because that's kind of how it goes when she goes off the reservation like that. But I don't know. Not for real. I know she's lost 60 pounds, so probably.
No, that's a good thing.
I mean, 60 pounds, that's what, like a 9-year-old kid? But she's lost a 9-year-old kid in weight. That's wild.
Crazy.
Sure what to make of all that.
Yeah, so as you know, I'm coming to the States very soon.
Are you coming to somewhere in Florida?
Yeah.
Where you flying into? St. Augustine?
Jacksonville.
Yeah. It'd either be St. Augustine, Savannah, or Charlotte.
Oh, it's actually Charlotte.
Charlotte? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Email me some dates when you. That's South Carolina. I've actually got a beach house not terrible far away from there.
Yeah, as soon as I get it confirmed, I'll let you know.
Charlotte or Charleston?
North Carolina, I think.
Okay, that would be Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Well, the only reason I ask is because like Charlotte and Charleston aren't that far apart because they're kind of on opposite sides of a real big bay. And there's some other land in there in the middle, but it's all one really big fucking bay. And if you go into Charleston from here, you can like hop on an interstate and get there in like 6-7 hours, no problem.
Yeah.
But if you're going to Charlotte, you would be quicker to do the 6 hours and then get on a boat and go to Charlotte, because it's another 5 hours to get back around all of that crap to get over. It's wild.
Yeah, so it's like 6.5 hours from here to Charlotte, and then another 4 hours to Charlotte to Jacksonville.
From Charlotte to some town in North Florida somewhere.
Yeah.
So you'd probably be coming down 95. I'll tell you what I could probably do. Work this out. I have to call my wife and see what when I get dates, when I know when you'll be in this ballpark. I could probably hook up with you somewhere in Savannah if you want to, because you'd have to drive right through Savannah, and I could just be there waiting.
Yeah, she has a card anyway, so.
Sure. Well, I'm just saying, I got family in Savannah. I could just go down there and wait.
Right.
It wouldn't be a case where we'd have to find each other and then find some shit to do. We could just go do some shit. Plenty of shit around to do. We ain't got to do nothing. Sit and eat a fucking Arby's sandwich and say, "What's up, bud?" Maybe let me polish your head a little bit, because I want it to be nice and shiny for your date.
Absolutely. Let's see. Okay. So get rid of that shit, and then we'll see where. Savannah here. I could meet you in Brunswick, maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Brunswick, New Brunswick, or rather Brunswick, Savannah. That's all right around Chatham County. That's all in the same area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 25 minutes driving from Savannah to Brunswick, something like that. Ain't nothing.
Because that's like like halfway between Savannah and, you know, where I'm going.
We'll see. We'll figure it out. I mean, once I'm in Savannah, hell, most of North Florida ain't but an hour and a half away. It's just, goddamn, I hate Florida. Every time we have a hurricane, all them crackers freaking run away from Florida. And when they do, they don't run far enough to get away from me. They come up here and like steal our fucking catalytic converters and break our gas pumps. And it's just wild. And I got no problem with people fleeing a storm. Don't misunderstand. It's the motherfuckers on crack that show up with guns and try to flex on folks in South Georgia over here like it's North Florida. And I'm sorry, man. We got more guns. I can't help that. So, like, every time there's a storm, there's like 25 murders locally. Not murders, but accident self-defense typically. But a handful of murders too, you know? It's wild.
You got guns? I got guns.
You got guns, bro. These guns. I'll give it to you like this.
It's like something you'd see a fucking Crocodile Dundee. That ain't a knife. This is a knife. A big fucking sword.
It's kind of a messed up story. We had some guys come over here from Germany, Israel, and a couple of North Africans. It was like a tour party, right? And they were, one of the things they were doing in their tour was hunting whitetail deer. In the process of the hunt, they're like 3 months into this world tour of hunting various species of stuff. And they said, you know what, screw it. We're not going to bother with it. It was really freaking cold. And they just did not want to do it. These people are not prepared for the type of juicy, wet cold we have here. It's raining, freezing, and raining, and not freezing the rain. And that makes no sense to people. And they were like, screw that. We're not doing it. So the guy that had set it up had on the same property over there, there's a shooting range, and the shooting range has about 1.5 miles of range on it. So there's no chance of anything getting hit accidentally. And it's only like, I don't know, 20 minutes drive from my pop's house. So it's really close as the crow flies. They were all standing around and talking about the different guns they had. And one of the guys pulled out an elephant gun. I was like, what in the world are you going to shoot with that thing? He's like, anything on earth. He'll drop a charging rhino in his tracks. And I was like, yeah, I guess that makes, you ever seen an elephant gun? It's usually a round that looks like a .22 caliber, but the fucking ball in it's as big as my fist. And I'm not a small man. It's this freaking.
Yeah. I say you're about the same height as me, are you? Like 6'2".
6 foot, 6'1", yeah.
Oh,
kind of depends. I slouch. I kind of, everybody I've ever dated has always been short, so I kind of walk like the vulture or Shaggy, kind of like Shaggy. So I'm 6'1", but if I stood up straight and popped my back and stretched everything out, I might make 6'2", 6'3". But when you measure me, it comes up 6 foot because of the way I stand. That and I broke my back, which is part of that too.
You know, there's I don't know whether you don't know Freedom Redboard.
Off the top of my head,
she's around your area at the minute.
Like South Georgia, North Florida.
South Georgia.
Okay. Freedom
Redboard. Brenda is her name.
Freedom Breadboard?
Freedom Redbird.
Redbird. Okay. Fucking Irish accent.
Fucking accent.
I bet I'm hard to understand too.
I don't have an accent.
Yeah, you don't, do you? Yeah, okay. I got her. Cool. She looks like a sweet lady.
Yeah. Yeah, she has good streams. It's Mostly karaoke out there.
Definitely RZA with autism. Got no problem with that. That's what I do. RZA with autism. I know, man. I'm so glad this shit is over with, dude. All right, so wake up on the 4th. I get up. I ain't thinking nothing. It hasn't even crossed my mind it's the 4th of July. I go get in my truck, drive my happy ass to the grocery store. The fucking place is a ghost town. There's like 2 people working, no cars in the parking lot. I go in, wander around. There's not a soul in the place. I get the stuff that I'm after. I leave. I meet like the one chick working the register. It's it. I went and grabbed me some breakfast at I think it was Hardee's. There's one person in there, and she looks pissed. And finally, it hits me like a ton of bricks just as I'm leaving that joint. That oh shit, it's 4th of July. Everybody's gonna be mad today. Everybody's got to work. They're gonna be pissed. I never was mad. I always volunteered to work on the 4th because I get double time and a half. So, you want to pay me to work more, to work the same amount I usually work? Sure. Okay.
Isn't that a fucking big holiday over there?
Oh, it's fucking huge, dude. But factory's got a factory. Place's got a place. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The trick is, like I said, if you pay me enough to stay my ass here, I'll stay here and work. I got no problem with that. You want to get chompy on the fucking drip? Not happening. And then there are, of course, always exceptions. Like, I'll work most any holiday, but like hypothetically, say one of my high school friends were to fly in from somewhere, fuck them. I'm not going to work. I don't care if it isn't a holiday. I'm going to dip my happy ass over here to Alabama and go check him out, see what he's doing on his blueberry farm that he hasn't seen in 5 years. Have you ever actually had the opportunity to eat your belly full of blueberries?
Yep.
Okay, we're not talking about what happens after, but just the ability to do that is amazing.
and like the absolute ton of weight I fucking lost ever since.
It's kind of like a goose, huh? Did it have the white dot?
I was about fucking 500 pounds and then chomping them down, And about 2 weeks later, lost about 14 pounds.
Well, there's a relatively decent chance that you ate his blueberries. He's got like 70,000 acres over there in middle Alabama and Mississippi. I
think this was something to do with Keelings.
I don't know. They, like I said, they grow something like 25% of the berries in the world. Blueberries of like mass produced, like where you go buy them off a shelf, or they come in your pies or in a can or anything like that. If anything like that, 70,000 acres. Look, here's the thing. Technically, he owns the company. Yeah, he hasn't even been to that place in years. Has no interest in any of that crap. He designs lures. He makes lures for like Zebco or some shit. Anyway, I could go over and visit him. This is back like, 15, 20 years ago. And I was given directions, kind of secondhand, friend of another friend of a guy who knew a cat that once, Anyway, I wasn't real confident with my directions. And I get over there, and I've been driving for 35 minutes. I ain't seen nothing taller than a fucking blueberry bush in almost an hour. I've seen 17 pine trees. I counted them. There were 17 pine trees in the past hour, right? Finally, there's like this little gas station on the side of the road. It's got like this little peanut cart out in front where they're selling boiled peanuts. And I pull up to the gas station, go in, not a soul there. Go out to the peanut bucket, nobody in there. There's hot boiling peanuts currently boiled. There's not a soul. Dude, you can see a quarter mile in all directions. Like I said, ain't nothing taller than a blueberry bush anywhere. Gas station pump, sitting there just pumping, just sitting there, tink, 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 just waiting patiently for somebody to come along and steal some gas. I didn't need gas, but you know, I stood there and looked around, was like really fucking confused. And some old dude on a tractor come riding by and he stops in the middle of the road, gets off the tractor, comes over, and he's like, "You're not from around here." I said, "Is it that obvious?" He's like, "Yeah, this ain't a store." I was like, "I was just looking for directions." He said, "You don't need directions. There's only one road and there's one town over there, and that's the one you're going to. And no, it's not on the map, and you can't find it on Google. And whoever gave you the directions are probably giving you pretty good ones." And I'm like, "One road." He's like, "Yeah, it goes that way. You still got a ways. You're going to go a lot further before you get to where you're going." He's like, you need to go that way." And I was like, "Okay." And he pulled out his little bit of peppermint schnapps, took it to store it out the bottle, and climbed on his tractor and plip, 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 right on down the road. And so I took off, went down the road, and I found basically it's like an old hotel, like one of those old no-tell, motel type things you find. I guess you wouldn't know, like you'd see in the movies on the side of the road, just some.
I've been over there, so
okay. Yeah, they're not like they used to be. This is like straight out of the mid-50s, dude. Like you'd see on one of those old school movies with the 50s diner across the street, and there's like these little, what do you call them, bungalows, like separate little. Yeah. Anyway, this is a wild fucking place, bro.
Ace motel type of thing.
It's nuts. Right. So I figure out how to entertain myself for the next 6 days, 5 days, 5 days. And this Minecraft thing has kind of put that on hold. So that's one game that's just, I mean, I mess with it, but there's really no point because I'm either going to lose this profile or probably get given a different profile and lose all the progress I've done. Luckily, it's only like 100 hours, but
have you seen the movie?
Absolutely not yet. No. I will watch it eventually, but I'm not going to give them a fucking dime for that thing. That is a parasite. That movie was designed specifically to separate children from their money. Wait, no, money from children. Sorry, same thing though.
Like I'm hearing horrendous things about it. Like
I watched half of it.
Like there's, I mean, it's one of those things where you got to see it yourself if you want to.
Hold on, let me show you how this should be done, right? And it's probably going to be harder to find than it used to be because of the new Minecraft movie. Because there was a dude a few years ago who got mad that there wasn't. No,
and that's the thing. Like the stuff that's out, like, at the moment, right?
Kadoosh. So 2 years ago, this guy, the guy who did all of that, not the guy in the picture, right? But the guy who wrote all of this, who runs this channel, who does this, he basically pitched an idea to Mojang for a Minecraft movie, and then got these guys to do like a pitch video.
Yeah.
And this is either it or one that he made after, and I'm not sure about that because in one interview I saw him say that they didn't get to keep the original video, and that he went back and remade it, but then I'm not sure. There's two different interviews, one in which he said he had the original, one in which he said he had to remake it. And so I don't know what this is exactly between the two, but it's from a channel called Sky Miner, and this was uploaded like, yeah, it's not an official Minecraft film, not approved or endorsed by Mojang, has nothing to do with any of them. It was just a guy who was like, you know, if they were going to make a Minecraft movie, it should probably go a little something like this. And to repeat, completely unrelated to anything Mojang, Minecraft, or Microsoft. None of that. Nothing. And I want you to remember, if you've ever played Minecraft, the first time you play, it's almost always alone.
Mm.
You're just some dude, you pop up in some place and you punch a tree. And there's nothing much more simple than that. It doesn't get any easier than just punching a tree, bro. Great big square sun in the sky. I mean, it's brilliant when you look at the simplicity, the layout, and the fact that there's not even any real dialogue going on. It's just them reacting to things that each other do.
Yeah.
And there's a conscious, logical progress that takes place when anyone starts a game, especially if they start alone. That's completely oppositional to the way the new Minecraft movie was set up, right? The new Minecraft movie, basically, Homie was an expert at what he was doing over there and goes over there basically to become a hero. There's no heroes in Minecraft. There's just losers. Everybody dies. Right? I mean, that's it. That's the game. This is how it goes. You start off, you're like, oh wow, I can break stuff. Oh, I can build stuff. Oh, I can do stuff. Wait, I can kill stuff? And it changes the whole scene of the game. Things get a little darker, especially when it gets dark.
You also get one more from fucking Brave.
Do what?
She looks like you're a woman from Brave.
Yeah, no.
Live action type of.
Well, just like in Minecraft, Steve has the blue shirt, you know. It's the classic Minecraft look. The original female character was a ginger that looked straight out of Brave. Like, yes. It just like her, actually. Now, I think the Steve could be a little chunkier, but he shouldn't be Jack Black fat, right?
Yeah.
He's just a dude. He's not Jack Black. That's kind of the issue I have with it. Is he went over there specifically to be a hero, to do things, to accomplish something. And I'm like, there's no real purpose in playing Minecraft, right? You can beat the game and there's still a world to go out and mess with.
Yeah, it's like playing Sims.
Kind of, but without the Sims. Yeah.
Yeah. you took your time there, bud.
In sunlight. They sunlight destroys them. That's why there are none out during the day mostly. But they do hang out under trees and stuff.
Yeah. She's going, where the fuck were you?
Right. Now we have a bow.
Throw me a bone there. Yeah.
What do you do with the bone, bro? So in Minecraft, if you give a wolf a bone, he becomes a dog. And the dog will follow you around and attack anything that attacks you. And that's how you know he's a dog. He gets a collar. Okay, so what you're watching is a film with zero dialogue that does a better job at Minecrafting a Minecraft movie than the official Minecraft movie. What do you think?
It's great.
It's great, right?
Yeah. Crew will give you that, but I mean, you know, at the same time, it's very well made. I love the fan films.
You could say it's crude, but Minecraft itself is crude.
Yeah.
It's essentially a 16-bit game that's been ported to the universe. So I built a spaceship on my last server. Like, I went and hollowed out the entire underwater temple so I could get those green blocks, and then went to build limit and built down with a big triangle spaceship, looked like Destiny off of Stargate. You can do anything, and it's crude, but at the same time, there's a lot of subtlety built into the concept, layers. Nice. Okay. All right. So when you're setting up the paintings in the early versions of Minecraft, the paintings were random. So you had a certain percentage chance of landing in a particular painting, and it was just a single block. So you'd be like, pluck, right? And it'd be whatever painting popped up, and you'd have to break it, throw it again to get whatever painting you wanted specifically. Now I think you can actually go and get their like done in like painting blocks, so that the big paintings are all a group of blocks, the metal paintings, the small paintings, that kind of shit. But back then, man, it was a literal crack shoot. Little flower. That'll do. Own personal little tiny house. Now what? Of course, you explore. You go and look around, see what there is to see. That's a creeper hole. That dog looks so negative. He's like, "Don't go in that hole, brother."
Not a good idea, man.
Okay, so the original game that Minecraft was based off of is a game called Cave Game. And it was basically just a joke put together by a programmer, for him and his buddies to kind of clown around on.
Yeah.
And Minecraft was born. It went from there to everybody basically doing it at their workstations. And so they're playing Java, obviously. Okay, here's another consideration. Why do all the zombies in Minecraft look just like Steve?
Because they wrote off him, I guess.
There's a really simple answer, but then there's a really dark, cryptic answer too. The really simple answer is it's all based off of an 8-bit game. The original character was Steve, and they just duplicated Steve and used him for the zombies, and everybody played as Steve, so it didn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
But the darker answer is there are no other people in these worlds, and so all the zombies are Steve. Their previous points where he had died, even before you start playing the game, this has already taken place. He's already been there forever. Dark. We have entered the Iron Age. The day has come to conquer this land. Run home, quick. They left the dog. There's the dog. Come on, you're geared for bear. Go ahead. So at some point in time when playing Minecraft, you'll play peaceful for a while. And then eventually that gets really boring. You get all the stuff you want built, all your redstone done. And finally you're like, you know what, screw it. I'll light everything up. You throw torches everywhere. Light everything up that you want to keep so that your creepers don't spawn over there. And then you turn on the monsters. And inevitably creepers, blow up and they destroy stuff and they break things and there's like an entropy that takes place to a world once you turn on monsters that you just cannot stop. Yeah. No amount of effort will keep it from happening. So, and I don't know about you savages that don't fill in creeper holes. I can't stand it. I'm a terraformer, dude. Like, I'll move a mountain. I have no problem filling in a hole. I will completely eradicate a mountain and put it somewhere else because I think it would look better over here. I have no issue with filling in a creeper hole on my way by. You'll never know a creeper ever blew up there when I get done. And I don't know what the difference is.
It's not exactly a volcano, right? No,
it's not. But at the same time, you're fucking savage. What the hell's wrong with you? Like I said, the game's built in with a certain amount of entropy. There's creepers running around blowing stuff up. There's and when creepers blow things up, it can sometimes make lava flow in places. And so over time, things like forests and grasslands and stuff kind of become defunct out of just the fact that like Endermen are teleporting around and stealing random blocks here and there, taking them other places and setting them down. And so where they steal another block and teleport elsewhere. And so over time, you end up with weird things in weird places like cobblestone. Like the longer a server runs, you get like cobblestone just sitting out in the middle of fucking nowhere. You'll get native stone floating 3 feet in the freaking air. Like the longer it runs, the weirder things get. And look how much better the creeper looks. I mean, the creeper's aces in this, dude. It's an actual creeper. I don't know what the hell that thing was over there. I don't know, man. These guys did it better. I think so. Zero dialogue, and you don't need it. So Endermen talk backwards. Did you know that? The noises they make are actual words, but it's words said backwards, which is just an additional creep factor. The dog's the real hero. And we have the Ender Portal, the End Gate, where you go to the end, which might be on the moon. I'm not sure about that. I know it's a little weird. Like, there's Enderman everywhere. If you don't look at Enderman straight at him, he won't attack you, usually. Most of the time, you know. And there you have it.
Nice.
A better Minecraft movie in 18 minutes than what, $500 million made? You did it in a cave with a box of scraps.
Mm-hmm. I assume you're saying the Ironheart thing, did you?
The what?
The Ironheart series.
I guess not.
Yeah, it's getting bad reviews, but I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool, actually. Especially in the last episode. Where there's a big introduction to a certain character.
Yeah, that's very loud. So now what, Fearless Leader?
I haven't made many comments, but
I think I need to go get more drugs. I'm out of Advil. Well, I have a couple left. But.
Yeah, I'm just killing a bit of time here.
I got you. Oh, wait, maybe I don't. Or maybe I do. A rump.
Did you see there's going to be a Spaceballs 2 coming out?
Well, all right. So I'm going to say something very controversial here. A lot of people go, no, I don't want them to touch it, leave it alone. But you have to remember that the sequel's already been announced, and it is literally exactly what Disney wants. The search for more money. I don't think that can ruin it.
And Mel Brooks is going to be directing it, and he got the more money.
I don't care. That's the thing, is like, no matter how hard they spoof or lampoon anything they touch on that particular product, it won't be like the rest of the franchises, because the sillier you go and the more racier you get, the better. I hope they offend everyone. I hope they do Blazing Saddles in space. I want them to drop a hard R, and I want it to be an Asian man.
Trust me, I want some great fucking star.
I want them to offend little old ladies far and wide. I want people to hold their hands over their children's ears and scream that we need more. I want that old man to offend everyone, please. I don't believe he will. I think we'll get a bunch of different movie spoofs tied together into something like, I think, Young Frankenstein how he just used a genre of filming style but told a totally different story. I think it'll be something like that. They'll spoof a whole bunch of different space movies just like they did with the first one and do a bunch of outlandish stupid gags.
We ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit. Are you out there with a pick, big dog?
Too funny.
I have a particular hate for all right. Most people either dislike the new films or dislike the prequel films. I'm not a huge fan of the new films. I think they're exactly the type of garbage that should teach Disney a lesson. Given time, I think it will. And the prequels,
Star Wars.
yeah, Star Wars. And the prequels films, they're done exactly the way George Lucas intended them, no matter how bad they are. And so for that reason, they're a clinical success, right? But the digital remasters of the original 3 films were a travesty.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Specifically, especially for The Empire Strikes Back, because when they go to Bespin in Cloud City, in the original, Bespin was it was more like an orbital station and less like a floating city, right?
Yeah.
It was described as a sort of a hole in the wall kind of place you went to go gamble, but it was an active mining rig. It wasn't actually a city. And so when you're watching the original film in its original format and you see them running down these little tight boxy hallways and these dark sets, and there's like no room anywhere. They're all piled up in one corner of the freaking screen so that you can see a little ways down the hall, that kind of stuff, right? When they came in and did the remaster, and that cluster of people is now standing on a balcony overlooking a vast city, it begs a single question. If they were in a huge, enormous city like it shows in the remaster, how the hell did C-3PO accidentally run across a stormtrooper? If it was the city, they'd have had plenty of places to hide. But in the really boxy, like, casino / mining rig setup of the original layout, it makes a little bit of sense that once you add 30 or 40 stormtroopers to a mining rig, it might be kind of hard to hide them. I mean, after all, he did stumble across them in a random fucking closet. He didn't go far off the beaten track to stumble across them. So it doesn't make sense in the remaster for it to be a big, beautiful city with glass domes and vast miles of parkland and shit out there, and then them stumble across the stormtroopers that close. It would make no sense to house them that close, for them to be anywhere near the targets until the time, right? And so it kind of breaks continuity of the original 3 movies and makes it a little sillier than it should be. And that's not even counting all of the silly ad libs and freaking remasters that were put in with like stupid dinosaurs walking around in the background, tripping and pooping and stuff. That I could live with that, I guess. That's fine. Whatever.
I mean, that was the beginning of the end, but when he done the sequels.
I don't think so. At the time,
I mean, like from The Last Jedi to like The Acolyte. Oh my god!
Oh, screw The Acolyte, dude. I'm not going to discuss anything after. I'll talk about Andor. Andor was good. Andor was very good, actually.
Yeah, Andor wasn't too bad.
Sit down and watch it all the way through, dude. By the time you get around to the end and then fold straight over into watching Rogue One and then follow Rogue One with A New Hope, and dude, you have got a weekend that's just built for this shit. Like, it's beautiful because you're ending it on a great movie instead of trying to find something to follow it up, because you can just continue watching the movies at that point if you want to.
Yeah, the second half of Andor I did enjoy.
Well, yeah,
But the
that's what I'm saying.
but the
Listen,
fourth half, I was just
the first season of Andor was at best mediocre hot garbage, right? There were so many flubs in the in the casting and the setting and all kinds of stupid shit, right? Those people had no gun handling skills. Half of the vehicles didn't look like they should. There was a whole lot wrong with the first season of Andor. The second season of Andor corrects all of that shit. And it does it immediately right out the gate in the very first episode. You understand there's a new sheriff in town and they're not playing that trash. And it goes from being a love story and an oppressed minority story and a brave and independent woman story and all these other, demographic stories to being
Is the second season really that good? Is it?
it's really that cool. They used the second season to take all of the details from the first season and tie it into a very, very convoluted espionage, intrigue, and spy master series. And it becomes, have you seen The Penguin?
I have.
You know how The Penguin's not quite what you expect, but at the same time, it is exactly what you would expect, right?
Yeah.
The guy does a great job. That's the kind of switcheroo that takes place here, where it was trash and someone took that trash and tied it up in a nice, pretty bow, slapped a guarantee on the side of it and shipped it out. And it works. It works really well because the main crux of the issue with the first season is the fact that the main characters are viewing what would otherwise have been a plot from outside of the know. So they don't know anything about what's actually happening. They're just running around doing stuff because the script says so. And you can feel it through the whole first season. They used the second season to be like, this is why they didn't know what they were doing. This is why it seemed like it didn't make any sense. They were being moved by powers that were greater than them to do things that were necessary for other people to accomplish other tasks, right? And they segue it really neatly. They dovetail it right into being like a intrigue, spy, mid-50s genre, top secret program, get the MacGuffin and escape kind of thing. And it's very well done. Very well done. First season's trash. I dig it. I'm not saying don't watch it. I'm saying do watch it, but you watch it primarily because
I have to say I did enjoy the fourth season.
yeah. Well, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, well, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad either. Like, like
I don't know. It was kind of bad, dude. But the reason it was bad, like I said, the reason it was bad is because none of the characters had any motivations that associated with Star Wars.
yeah,
All of them were independently motivated for independent reasons, most of which had something to do with some sort of political bullshit, right? The Message. So the season 2 takes the message, puts a nasty bow on that thing, and a big old whirligig on top, and some bells and whistles, and ties it up like a Bond film, kind of. I got to go to the stove. I am out of all the things and the stuff. So I'm going to be gone for about 10 minutes. What you think about that?
yeah. All right.
All right, bud. I shall return.
In the meantime, I'll play a tune or two. rushed home from work like I always do. Spend my whole life day just thinking of you. When I walk through the front door, my whole life was changed. Nobody answered when I call your name. Note on the table that told me goodbye said you've grown weary of living a lie. Your love has ended, but mine still remains. But nobody answers when I call your name. Holy sound of my voice calling is driving me insane. And just like the rain, tears keep on falling. Nobody answers when I call your name. Oh, the lonely sound of my voice calling is driving me insane. And just like the rain, the tears keep on falling. Nobody answers when I call your name. Oh, nobody answers when I call your name. What's going on, guys? The young one, darling with the young one, and the young one shouldn't be afraid. 'cause we may not be the young ones very long. Tomorrow, why wait until tomorrow? 'Cause tomorrow sometimes never comes. So love me, there's a song to be sung, and the best time to sing it is while we're young. Once in every lifetime comes a love like this. I need you, you need me. Oh my darling, can't you see young dreams should be dreamed together, and young hearts shouldn't be afraid. So come the day when the years have flown, darling, then we'll teach the young ones of our own. Once in every lifetime comes a love like this. I need you, you need me. Oh my darling, can't you see young dreams should be dreamed together, and young hearts shouldn't be afraid. So someday, while the years have flown, darling, then we'll teach the young ones of our own. Hey, Blackwatch. How are you, Pope?
Boo, motherfucker. Jump scare. How about that? That's special, right? He's a real asshole to do that across the internet.
Shocking behavior. Shocking.
Shocking behavior. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. I think I'm gonna go jump on another panel over here, bro. They're arguing about some stuff that apparently they don't really know about.
That's up to you to educate them.
I don't know if I'll educate them, but I might show up and laugh at them a lot just because, when you know things and I don't know if I'm supposed to reveal the things I know, I'll just sit and smile. I learned a long time ago that I can talk a lot and not say nothing. Holy shit, I've got a show in a couple hours. Fuck, I need to go set up for that. My bad, I gotta go.
Thanks for coming up.
Oh my God.
Thanks for coming up anyway.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me, brother.
Shit. Anyway. Yeah, so I was gonna finish it up, but if you're gonna come up with Blackwatch, we can go a little bit longer. So, there hasn't been many visitors came in, but yeah, but I appreciate you guys coming into me and keep me company. So yeah, if there's nobody coming up, I'll finish it there anyway. So I want to thank Caucasian Sasquatch. Thanks for coming in, brother, and entertaining us. And yeah, I want to thank all the chatties in the chat. George, Silver Girl, Lee, great seeing you guys, and of course Blackwatch as well. So I'll catch you on the next cartoon. Probably Saturday. I don't know. See what I'm fixed. See how I'm fixed. But yeah. As I say, I'll catch you on the next cartoon. I'll see you again. Take care, guys. Thanks.